G'day folks, Conor here from C6N Media, back with another video, and today we're doing a review of the EZVIZ C6N smart Wi-Fi security camera that comes with pan and tilt functionality. So hit that like button and the subscribe button, and let's get stuck into the video. Let's go. Now before we do get started, please check out the links down below if you do want to pick one of these up. They're relatively cheap and no fuss. So remember me, if you decide to get one, use my link, help me out. Let's go check it out. Now I think it's important at the first stage to go through the specs just quickly. Now this is a 2 megapixel camera, 1080p. So not 4K, 1080p, but pretty good. I mean, most security vision you see these days looks like it's in about 360p. So 1080p is pretty good for a security camera. Now we also have smart night vision with smart IR. We have motorized pan and tilt, 360-degree coverage, sleep mode for privacy protection, which is nice to have, motion detection, which definitely works 100% with this camera, smart tracking, which you would not expect to see at this price, two-way talk, so you can speak to the person in the room and then they can respond back to you, and you'll be able to communicate with people. You can view it from anywhere on the planet as long as you have an internet connection. Works on Wi-Fi 2.4 gigahertz, so if you only have 5 gigahertz, you're gonna have to skip this one, but they do have others in their range that do cater for 5 gigahertz. They do have a cloud storage option, or you can also use your SD card up to 256 gigabytes. I like it. Now in the box, you do get a destruction manual or instruction manual for those of you that don't get the pun. Destruction manual, wall plate, some screws as well. You also get the camera and a cable to plug it in and power it. Setting it up for me was very easy. Just download the EZVIZ app and just follow the prompts. I did not have any hiccups. It was a very smooth process. Follow the prompts and you set up within about 5 minutes. Now going into the EZVIZ app is very simple to understand, very straightforward. Once you have it set up on your phone, there is the app there and everything is nice and simple. You can see your camera straight away. You just tap on it and you go into your settings. Once you're in your settings, you can view your video history, you can take a snapshot, you can record live video, you can pan or tilt, like they said, 360-degree coverage. In landscape mode, just like so. So that's the camera. It's over here in the studio, looking up at the rack behind me. And as you can see, it is a very clear image. Now, once you are in your settings, you can also choose to have the status light on or off, depending on where you have it. Now, if you do have it set up in your bedroom, which is a bit risky, but if you do have it set up where you do want some peace and quiet, or you don't want that extra light shining, you can turn it off. Same with the infrared light, you can turn that off as well. We have alarm notifications here. I have mine enabled with no schedule, that they just receive notifications 24/7. That's how I've got it set up, which can be a little bit annoying at times, to be honest, but that's the way I do it, to test it, to make sure I'm getting all the notifications I should be when I'm reviewing one of these cameras. Now you can also have it set up to detect motion in any area you want within its view. So if you just want the door to detect motion, then that's where you can choose to have that motion detection facing. Or you might want the whole image to be motion detection, but that's up to you. You can choose whatever part of your view you want. Then you can choose your sensitivity. I have mine set to low and it does seem to get all the detections that I do need. So I really do think that's pretty cool. This has got all the features that you would expect in a higher end camera. So definitely worth a look at here. Now I do have mine set to silent mode. So people who come into this room don't get notified that I'm getting a recording, but I do straight away. And I can also set it to have a soft warning tone. So it might just beep to let people know, hey, the camera's on, or it might be a loud one to let people know, hey, get out. You can also go in here and change the color saturation of your image. You can have it original, soft saturation, or high saturation, which I think is pretty cool. You can also flip the image so you do have it mounted upside down, and you can also have sleep mode. So you might know someone's coming home all hours of the night doing some work in the garage. You might want to turn it off so you don't get disturbed all night, and then turn it back on when that person's finished working in that area. So there's lots of different functions here. You can subscribe to their cloud play, which is free for about 30 days, but you do have to put in your credit card information to get those free 30 days. I think you get 7 days without putting in that card information, then you get the other 23 days once you put in the credit card information. And then, so they're hoping you'll forget about it. And then you get your subscription after that as you pay for it. or you can just put in your own SD card and record everything to that, and then it'll re-wipe everything once it gets full. It'll just keep recording over the top of itself. So I prefer the SD card option. The only thing with that is if someone pinches the unit and takes off with the SD card in it, you've lost that footage unless you've downloaded it to your phone. So setting it up is really simple, and installing it within one of your walls is really simple as well. Now you can just sit it on a bookshelf or something like that, no problems, or you can actually mount it to your wall. Now when you mount it to your wall, you will be screwing holes into it, so consider that if you're renting or you're an owner. For me, it has been a pretty straightforward camera to use, so it's definitely there. I think maybe build quality isn't the sturdiest, so that's something to consider, but if you're having it indoors, it's not a problem. And if you're looking for that really sturdy outdoor option, you could look at another brand, or EZVIZ also has some other sturdier outdoor options as well. It's a pretty standard looking security camera. It does have a plug in the back for power, and it also has a plug in the back for your internet cable, so you can plug it straight into your line or Wi-Fi. I just use them all through Wi-Fi. Then you have a speaker on the back as well, speaker grill, your mounting plate on the bottom to secure it to the wall, with your other mounting plate that comes in the box. So it is all pretty stock standard. I think you will not be disappointed with it. I like it. I'm just gonna leave it here in the studio. It gives me that little bit of security. Thank you for watching, everyone. Make sure you leave your comments down below in regards to the EZVIZ C6N. It's a great little camera for inside the home. I don't think you'll be too disappointed with it. Actually, I don't think you'll be disappointed with it at all. I haven't had any problems with it. I've been quite pleasantly surprised by how easy it is to set up and how easy it is to use. So, links down below. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.